Hello and welcome to another episode of the Biscuit Bites with me, your host, Tony Fielding. Here we are, final episode of Game of Thrones, Season 8 is here. Be honest, I feel like I'm done with this show now. It's been such a letdown. What do you think? Do you think they can wrap it up in one episode with 80 minutes, if that? Nah, I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't help knowing the fact that they turned down a shit ton of money and 10 episodes for the last 2 seasons each because they said they could do it all in 6-7 episodes. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see if they can pull it out their ass in the last episode. So I'll see you in about 30 seconds. That's how it ends. Oh. Fuck me, that was shit. That was disappointing. Very, very disappointing, and I'm putting that kindly. I don't know where to start with that, because that was... Look, the whole season's been a fucking rushed job. I mean, it's been rushed. And that was... I just felt... News is coming out that apparently these two were offered 10 to 12 seasons total and offered fucking massive budgets for each of them, and they said no. And if that's true, what the fuck? It's such a letdown. Such a letdown. Spoilers, right? There's going to be spoilers. One bit I enjoyed, for the most part, was what I was expecting, which I think we were all expecting. We were expecting the throne room scene, where Dany, it's almost like her vision from season 2, where she's getting up to the throne, doesn't sit on it, the place is burnt down, ashes fallen, and there's Jon Snow behind her, and they have a moment where Jon's begging her, look, it's like he's really trying to get to her, you did all this horrible shit, you are going to continue doing it until I get the better world we need. And he stabs her, and Drogon comes down. You think he's about to burn Jon, doesn't, ends up blasting the fucking wall and melts the Iron Throne. That could have been a good scene, except that it becomes a wasted scene because of the whole episode, because of everything. Drogon flies away carrying the body of Daenerys, and then it kind of fades to black, and it's been many weeks later. I'm jumping the gun on a lot of it because there's just so much to get through. I feel like they've... What is the point of Jon's lineage, really? R plus L equals J. Okay. And I feel like that was just thrown to the wayside. It's like he wasn't going to tell anyone. And after he killed Daenerys, why didn't Tyrion come out and say, well, Jon's sorry Fleur? Maybe they did, but you don't hear it. And he's banished to the fucking wall again by King Bran. I've got no issue with the idea that Bran is named king by the lords, and then Bran banishes Jon to the wall, to the Night's Watch. My head's all over the show with this. They should rename this Game of Disappointments. They really should. It's so... I feel empty. I feel empty from the whole thing. It's like 8 seasons of to get that. And I feel it all started to go downhill for me, and I keep bringing it up with the White Walkers. I can't. I'm fixated on that, and I'd like to think it's understandable considering that for 7 seasons, up to episode 3 of season 8, they were built up as the big bad, and it turned out they were just ineffective, and they really were. Overall, the episode, it was poor. The ending was poor. The resolutions of the characters just... It was all rushed. It was all so rushed. And John's probably the biggest disappointment of it all, along with Danny's. I expected Danny to die the way she did, and everyone getting upset that she went loco. Have you not watched the show for the last 7 seasons? They've been building up to that. Just feels like on season 8 they went took such a sharp angle upward to get to crazy. This definitely needed a couple more seasons to go. I'm ranting, I'm raving, and I think one of the endings I was expecting was the idea that after the tragic ending of Danny and the fighting being over, that the lords and ladies will all come together and realise they fought for a common cause, and we need to change the rules and maybe all elect beginning of democracy. Cheesy, I know. I thought maybe that was going to be it, and it kind of was. But and they get laughed at. So again, that could be another subversion. And give me time to think about how I feel about that. Because I think that's been a fan theory for a long time. I think that was a fan theory. I don't know. I don't know how I would have felt if that was executed that way by these guys. Because I've lost. I think Danny. I think what the hell are they called? D&D. We'll call them. I think they shut the bed with this one. End of. They've. What was a great show for 4 seasons, a really good show 5 and 6, and it took an obvious nosedive in quality in season 7, and shut the bed in season 8. I feel like this has definitely gone the way of Lost and Dexter in terms of how they finish a show. It's heartbreaking, but we'll move on. We'll move on. It's a TV show after all. But it's fun to be angry at the frivolous, isn't it? But anyway, yeah. Look, I'm ranting and raving. I can't get my thoughts in. I've just finished watching it. So, but you know what? Give it a week or so. Me and the Bourbon are going to be doing a full season overview of it. We're going to be talking about the whole thing, and we will have far more cohesive sentences in store for it. Our opinions will be streamlined, and they will make sense as opposed to the ravings of a fanboy. Anyway, go check the Bourbon's go check Dell's video out. Sure you'll have a similar opinion to me. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again. Game of disappointment. Game of disappointment.